Okay, so I had this bright idea to contact the lady who was working at the hospital when I found out that I had HIV, and they sent me to the pediatrics department with Elena so both of us can be treated. I wasn't even supposed to be treated with them because they only treat people up to the years of 26, I think. You know what I'm saying? And I was turning 28, so they actually did me a favor. But I am about to get her on this video call. But just so y'all know this ain't set up, I'm going to show y'all what I said. So, as you can read, so y'all don't feel like this is set up. Happy Sunday. Do you mind if I video call you? I have something important I need you to clarify for me. Also, if you don't mind, I will be sharing it to TikTok. She called me, but I wanted to set up everything, so I told her to give me a minute so I can call her back. Oh, Lord, it's blurry. Okay. Hey, can you hear me? Okay, I can't hear you. Hold on. I can't hear you. Okay, so
what is going on, honey?
Let me introduce you.
I gotta be paying attention to the road, girl.
Okay, I got you. So, do you remember when we first met?
Yeah.
How did we meet?
We met. You just had found out your diagnosis, and you still was breastfeeding your baby. So once you heard what you heard, you ran right to the ER. And when you ran to the ER, you met some of my doctor friends that I work with because I was working at the hospital.
Uh-huh.
And I pretty much got involved, helped you through. They screened your baby because you didn't know how long it's been or how soon you got it. You didn't know anything. So I was involved in the process of helping you cope in the beginning of your diagnosis.
Do you remember anything about my diagnosis, like how I found out?
Oh, girl, I think you went to the blood bank and they called you on the phone. They told you that over the phone.
And what did y'all tell me?
I later found out that they are the only entity that can do that.
Oh.
Nobody else do that but a blood bank.
Okay, well, that's new to me. But that's how I found out, right?
Right.
Okay, so...
Hey, is that Lena?
Yeah.
God, she big. Hey, Bo! How the baby boy doing?
He is great, girl. He is awesome.
I know he tall now.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Lena? Oh, look at my baby. Hey, Bo!
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what's going on?
Okay, so basically, you know, I have a YouTube account and everything, and they are trying to poke holes in my story, basically saying that I didn't find out how I found out and a bunch of other stuff, and it's just not making sense to me. Girl, on my YouTube channel in the comments.
You talking about the stupid people that's uneducated and don't know nothing?
Damn, yes. Yeah, so they telling me that I didn't find out through the blood bank and all kind of stuff, girl. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I wish I had a witness, and you the first person that came to mind because you were literally there from day one. Literally.
I was there from day one, yep.
And you remember when we did the rapid test?
Yep,
And
was reactive, yep.
Yep, girl, but it took the whole doggone 20 minutes.
Let me just say this. It takes 3 weeks to 3 months after you are exposed with HIV for HIV to show up in your system.
Right.
So you could have said 2 weeks ago, your test result would be negative if it was 2 weeks ago. If you come in a week, your test will be reactive.
Right.
If you were exposed to HIV. In your case, we don't know when you was exposed, but you were newly diagnosed. So you just have found out you was giving blood or donating blood, you know, every other month or something, if I remember right. And this particular month you went in and it was different. They called you on the phone and diagnosed you over the phone. And then you went to the hospital because you just was breastfeeding your child still. She still was on the titty milk.
Yep.
And you was like, oh my God, I remember in school they talked about breastfeeding is a risk factor. And you went into the ER and you told the infectious disease doctor what your story was, and they was like, that was me. I remember.
Right. And you remember what they were saying?
And when you came, I rapid tested you, and then I got on the phone with the Department of Health, And the Department of Health told me that the only person that can call you, the only entity that can call you over the phone and say that to you is the blood bank. If you go to your private doctor, you have to come into an appointment for them to diagnose you.
Okay.
The blood bank is the only entity that can call you over the phone and give you results like that.
And let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. When we first found out this information, do you remember how horrific and how much of a horror story it was when I first told y'all that I got a phone call to find out my results? Yeah. That was the whole issue.
It was horrific because I didn't know they can do that. I didn't know the blood bank had authority to do that because how I was trained, we wasn't trained like that. We understood that even if the blood bank did do that, we thought that you would come in for an appointment and then they tell you.
Right. That's the way I understood.
Like with you.
Right. So I guess it's the first time for everything. But I can't make this video too long. But I will give you a call back in a few because I know you driving and stuff. But I need to post this video because I need to go on and clear the air. Period.
Please, listen. If y'all listening in to my girl there, Sean, she's not lying. I'm the person that helped her through the diagnosis. And it was how she said it was. So I want to implore you ladies and gentlemen to get educated about HIV. It could happen the first time you have unprotected sex. It can happen the fifth time you have unprotected sex. But the problem is we just having sex and we not asking no questions. Let's do ourselves a favor and let's go get tested before you start hooking up with someone new. You just broke up with somebody. You don't know. Have you ever talked to them about it? So that's the biggest risk factor, that nobody want to see HIV in them. But guess what? It's happening every day. So y'all get encouraged about getting tested. Sean, she been a firecracker since she found out. I think within the 3rd month she was on here posting and doing stuff. I'm like, girl, I'm so proud of you. Girl, you better go because I ain't posting nothing. How about that? I ain't posting a goddamn thing. How about that? But I got some people. Y'all wanna take this conversation further. We can have an educated conversation about it. Just let Sean know you interested in getting informed on your reproductive health. Let us know. We could have y'all come on in on a private page and we can talk to you.
Period.
Period. Because the number's going up every day.
Yep.
I'm just gonna tell you like that.
Yep. Yes,
and you can't say you don't got the information. The billboards on every corner. You just think it's not talking to you. It's talking to you. You ain't putting a condom on and you don't know if your partner got HIV or STI or whatever. They're talking to you.
Yep.
It's just awareness. Being aware of your surroundings. Men and women are scared to face the facts. You got to get tested. That's the only way you're going to know if you get tested.
Yep.
You don't get tested, you're not going to know nothing. You're going to look good, you're going to feel good until you don't. Okay? So I'm just going to tell you like that. More to follow. Y'all let Miss Sean know if y'all want to have a deeper private conversation with people in the community that's actually doing the work. We also can link you up with someone in your area if you want to go get tested for free. So you just let Miss